chances are you probably know who Dani Dev is, and if you don't, Dani Dev is a game developer, one of the biggest game developers of all time. He made games like Carson. Oh, you don't know what Carson is? Carson is just a game that Dani has been working on. It's quite a cool game, one of the biggest games. And I have been obsessed with every single one of the games that he created. As a little kid, watching his games, watching him make his games was very inspiring. It inspired me to come here, where I am right now, and trying to follow him, look for him, not in a stalker way, but trying to find him and bring him back. And so this is my journey, and this is my story of how I'm on my way looking for him and trying to bring him back. He was one of the biggest game developers of all time, and one day when the world needed him the most, he vanished. And 4 years passed, and no game developer arose to looking for Dani Dev until one day, a small creator named by Dunka rose up and made a video addressing not making slop, but something saying different, asking the question, Dani, I'm gonna try to bring you back. So you might be wondering, why did I choose to come to this place and why am I here? My school has a cool cinematic TV thing. It's a multi-billion-dollar thing they use for movies. Like, if you remember Dune, they used it for that kind of movie. And I want to use it too for reviving Dani Dev to make a music video. It's one of those cool cinematic TV things. It's very expensive, a multi-billion-dollar thing, and how can I tell them I want to use it for reviving Dani Dev for a music video bit? I don't know, but what I do know is that I sent them an email, and the surprising part is they said yeah, and they said yes to my idea. It's so crazy. And yeah, ask and it shall be given unto you. So I can't believe my school let me use it. So I'm gonna find the only time I could use the screen to film what I want to do. The email said it's for April 24. So I need to find something to do in between, because I can't just wait and do nothing. I wanted to do something cool in between until I can finally use the final music video. And all the music that you're listening to right now was made by me, and it's quite cool. I'm just experimenting, trying to make some music using artificial intelligence. And some people might hate it, but I enjoy it, okay? And it's cool, it's experimental, guys. Don't be backwards thinking. And somewhere between all this, I started to create clothes dedicated to Dani Dev. Not fashion for the sake for looking good, but a statement. Fabric carrying meaning. Pieces that say, I'm part of something. Maybe it's about becoming someone who stood where you once stood. Creating like you created. Moving like you moved. Turning absence into momentum. So I'm not searching anymore. I'm building loud enough that somewhere you are there and you have to hear it. So join me in my movement. Buy these clothes. Link in bio. Let's start a clothing brand. So I worked on making clothes, and yeah, I thought it was a cool design. It's a "What Up Gamers" slogan. And I worked a bit on this on my side, and I just wanted to share that as well. So, yeah. Where are you, Dani Dev? That is the question that feels like an ever-ending segment in my own life. Now it feels like direction. I think finding you meant distant coordinates, a place, a door I could knock on, finally say you were there. But somewhere along the way, I realized you're not lost in space, you're scattered. A conversation in late nights, it's choices. So I've changed how I search. I started living, not passively, not just waiting in for some sign, but actively stepping into the kind of life you lived. I go out with friends, sit in a dimly lit bar where music hums low and conversation gets honest around 2 a.m. and somehow you're always there. We talk about your games, and not physically, but in a way your name slips into stories. In a way, people talk about ambitions, create about chasing something bigger than themselves. We talk about you like you never left. In those moments, we keep you alive in dialogue, in memory, in reputation, because saying your name isn't just remembrance, it's resistance. It's refusing to let you fade into silence. But I didn't stop there. I thought if I were to want to understand you more, I can't just talk about you. I have to walk where you walked. So I decided that it felt bigger to me to step into your world. Game development, not just a subject, not an assignment, but as a bridge. I sat in a classroom now, surrounded by people who think in mechanics and systems and stories. You don't just watch but play. And every time we talk about building worlds, designing experiences, coding life into something digital, I see you, or at least I start to understand you, because this wasn't just what you did. It was how you thought, how you processed the world, how you translated feelings into form, and I'm trying to learn the language now, piece by piece, late nights, debugging not just code but myself, because understanding you requires uncomfortable bits, pun intended, bits. It requires stepping into unfamiliar territory and staying there long enough for you to shape you. And I won't lie, sometimes it feels like I'm chasing a ghost. But no matter how much I learn, how much I build, how much I immerse myself in your path, I'm still one step behind, still reaching, but then something shifts. A moment, a small one, a line of code finally works, a concept clicks, a conversation hits deeper than expected, and for a second, just for a second, I'm not chasing you, I'm with you. I'm not in presence, but in alignment. And that's when it hit me. Maybe this whole journey isn't about finding you the way I thought. Maybe it's about becoming someone who can understand you without needing to explain. Because admiration from a distance is easy, but understanding, that takes work. That takes sacrifice. That takes living. So yeah, I go out, I talk, I laugh, I sit in rooms where ideas bounce off walls, turn into something real. I stay up late, I build things that doesn't work until they don't. I surround myself with people who remind me of you, not because they replace you, but because they reflect segments of what made you, you. And through all of it, I'm building something bigger than a search. I'm building a continuation, a way to keep your spirit active, not archived. Because as long as we talk about you, as long as we create like you, as long as we chase something with the same hunger you had, you're not gone. You're distributed across all of us. So where are you, Dani? You're here. In every late night conversation, in every risky decision, in every world we build from nothing. And me, I'm still finding you, and now I understand. Finding you isn't about reaching the end of the road. It's about becoming the kind of person who can walk it. And I'm not stopping. Not now, not ever.